Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Today, upon request of one of your fellow BeachBum traders, we're going to do some initial due diligence on Ocean Bio-Chem Incorporated, ticker symbol OBCI. So this is something we want to see. Is OBCI a stock we want to watch, a stock we want to buy now? Again, this is a request from one of your fellow BeachBum traders. So if there's any other companies, tickers you would like us to do such due diligence on, please let us know in our Discord, our Facebook group, or via social media, etc. Okay, let's start on the home page for Ocean Bio-Chem, and I'll leave the direct link to their home page in the description box below. Take a quick spin through who is Ocean Bio-Chem, what are they all about. We can see they distribute, market, appearance, performance, maintenance, chemicals, and accessories for marine, automotive, RV, and home care markets. Their corporate headquarters is just south of us in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I didn't recall that. And their manufacturing and distribution facility is in Montgomery, Alabama. And I find that very positive because their products are manufactured in the U.S. And therefore they can distribute without the supply chain issues, at least within North America. Again, if their products were being produced overseas, they would be vulnerable to supply chain issues. So I like that, other than the fact that, made in America type of stuff too is probably perceived positive. So we can look at a number of their brands, and we can see they've got disinfectants, performance, appearance. We'll see in a second some of their other products. But the one I want to focus on is a viricide that we will look at that detailed page. So we can see they've got a variety of, okay, so there's Performacide. It's a disinfectant, deodorizer, and a viricide. So it battles viruses, aka the virus that caused the pandemic. So we'll look at that in more detail, and this was a pandemic stock back in the past, and that's why it was in our database and popped up on one of our screeners as something that we might want to take a closer look at this time, and we'll see why in a minute. So again, we scroll through, you can see, mildew stain removers, and then again, we'll take a deeper dive into their Performacide product in a second. So this is who Ocean Bio-Chem is. Again, I'll leave this link to their homepage. You can dig in more detail on who they are and get more information there as well. Okay, I want to take a little bit of a quick, deeper look into their Performacide, as this was, it's a viricide. It caused them to be viewed as a pandemic stock, and we'll see they had a big run-up when they announced that this was effective against the pandemic. It's since trailed off, so let's take a quick look. If you click on that in their products, you'll go to this page, which details more about the Performacide product. We can see the sanitizer. It looks like it's effective against tuberculosis. It's a viricide, a fungicide, etc. So again, this caused a big pop when they announced that it was an effective viricide against the pandemic. So we can see that listed here. So it's also effective against norovirus, which is important for outbreaks they've had on cruise ships over the year, rhinovirus, etc. So it looks like, a very effective product, a broad range of various viruses. And again, that norovirus has flare-ups on cruise ships as well, which is pretty bad. So we can see it's also a disinfectant, a sanitizer, etc., a fungicide. So again, you can dig into this in more detail. But again, I just wanted to show you, its use as a pandemic stock due to that viricide capability. So And you can see here's their advertisement specifically there, kills in just 30 seconds. So this is, again, this caused a pop we'll see in the past, and we'll see how this helps their business performance going forward. Okay, if we start our due diligence on Ocean Bio-Chem, ticker symbol OBCI, I'm on their profile on ChartMill. I will leave the direct link to their profile in ChartMill in the description box below. We like ChartMill, as you'll see, as a quick way, a consolidated way to do due diligence. So we take a quick look at some of their ratings, and we'll dig into these deeper. We see their technical rating right now is pretty poor. Setup is a little bit positive. We can see their fundamental analysis rating is pretty neutral. Valuation is very positive, so we're looking at, potential value stock. Profitability is not very good, but health is positive, so that's good. Growth is pretty neutral, and looks like they do pay a dividend, and we'll dig into that in more detail as well. But we can see, it's been in a steady decline for some period of time. It's below its moving averages. It's been trending down. So the question is it near reaching a bottom and swinging back up? So we see PE ratio is positive. It's a low PE, has high institutional ownership, again a positive. And then we can see a more detailed profile here, etc. And also some of their recent news. They don't have a lot of news. This is kind of a low float stock, lesser known one since the pandemic news. So if we dig into their stock chart in a little more detail, so again, we see this downtrend on the daily basis below the moving averages. It's not clear whether it's reached a bottom yet. We can see various resistance points, so those we would use for price targets. On the upside, if we zoom out a little bit to a weekly, okay, so here we see this major pop on the pandemic news of the virus side, that PERFORMACIDE that we just looked at, and then we see it's been steadily downtrending since. We do see that it's reaching kind of an apex of a descending triangle, which could be a possible positive chart pattern. But we see, again, it's been in decline, so we're waiting for it to achieve a bottom, a stable bottom, and a support level, and then turn back up. So again, if I zoom out to monthly, essentially I see the same thing. In the past, we can see it was on a kind of an overall uptrend and then had this major pop and is retracing to that moving average. So if we look more detail at the technical analysis tab, okay, so we can see again it has very poor technical analysis rating right now, as we would expect since it's pretty much downtrending. We can see some support and resistance levels, so it's sort of got a support from 789, around 789, and then these resistance levels that we saw. Again, this is a nice feature of ChartMill. You can see what they think the support and resistance levels are, and combined with the pivot points that we'll see in Webull, etc., it's useful. We see it's a positive setup, so they're saying it has a bad technical rating, but it does show a decent setup. So again, we're in that descending triangle, so it looks like in the near future, the technical analysis viewpoint on Ocean Bio may turn around. So again, so far this may be something we want to put in a bullpen type of stock to kind of watch going forward and wait for the technical setup to improve. From a fundamental analysis rating, you can see it's got 6 out of 10, so it's a little positive. It's household product, so that's positive. Health rating is good. So here it's showing profitability is kind of poor, but it's got positive return on assets, positive profit margin, but their return on equity and Petrosky is a solvency type of view, or profitability view. Valuation is very positive. So again, we're looking at a profitable value stock, and that's positive. So price to book, okay, looks good. Growth is neutral, so not really a high growth stock, but it's not negative. We can see the revenue has been increasing, that's positive. You can see the health of the company is very positive, so that's great. Altman Z is very positive, so again, they're not at risk of any solvency issues, and again, they've been around since I think it said 1973, so they've been around for quite a while. It does pay a dividend, so again, it's a dividend stock, although we see the dividend now has gone up and now has decreased. So that's kind of a negative, and that may explain part of the decline. So that's helpful information. So if we take a quick look at their analyst ratings as well, and we see again, this is low float, lesser known, no analyst coverage. At least that's what ChartMill is saying. We'll see if we can find anything in the in Webull. And again, from their estimates, the quarterly EPS was positive, and then dropped off at Q4. So again, that may revenue is increasing. So this may explain part of the decline, is that drop off in Q4. So now we'll do further due diligence on Ocean Bio-Chem and some of the other tools that we have available, and see if they collaborate this conclusion, or what do we think? Okay, if we look at Ocean Bio-Chem, ticker symbol OBCI and FinViz, and I'll leave a link to this profile in the description box below for OBCI. But we see on the daily chart it recently broke down through support. It's been downtrending, but very recently may be forming a stable bottom. We zoom out to the weekly. Again, we could see, it's been trending down. Here's that pandemic pop. It's been trailing down. Looks like it's still declining from a weekly standpoint. Zoom out to monthly. And again, like we saw in ChartMill, it's now trending down and approaching this long-term moving average. So again, we've got this descending triangle. It's approaching this moving average. That may present an opportunity. If we look at some of their metrics, they've got positive income. That's a positive. It does pay this 1.52% dividend, so it is not optionable, so something to consider. You cannot sell covered calls against such a position. We can see it's a very low float. It's only 10 million, 3 million in float. It's not heavily shorted. We can see they don't have a lot of debt. We can see the PE is low, which is a positive. So it looks like a good value stock from these perspectives. If we look at news quickly, we see they don't have a lot of news, but their last reported, their fourth quarter results were not received well, therefore a decline. So again, it looks like maybe a potential turnaround stock. If we look at their metrics here in FinViz, we can see they're profitable. They've got a positive EPS, but it declined slightly. And if we look at the quarterly, again, we can see it's positive, but declined recently. So again, the near-term decrease is probably part of the reason for the decline. So now let's continue our due diligence and some of our other tools. Okay, if we take a real quick look at Ocean Bio-Chem's profile in Seeking Alpha, again, I'll leave the direct link to their profile in Seeking Alpha in the description box below. We look for any kind of news or commentary, etc. Upgrade, okay, maintain momentum, not compelling, okay, so kind of mixed. C, okay, positive EPS, positive revenue, raises dividend, that's positive, generates record quarterly sales. Okay, so that's not too bad. The news doesn't look too bad. And we see, they've got their profile. Here's their annual revenue. Looks pretty good, trending up. Quarterly revenue. Okay, so then we see this Q4 decline that we saw. Valuation. Okay, price to book doesn't look bad. Profitability, gross profits positive. Not really a momentum. Some debt showing here. Got some cash. That's not bad. Dividend here it's showing a 2%. Volume's low, so again it's kind of a low float, lesser known. Here's their dividend growth, so that looks positive. Ownership, heavy corporate private, so 48% is held privately, so that's a positive. They're not likely to sell as quickly. Retail is only a small. Okay, you got some hedge funds, so you have a small retail. So again, you have people that are willing to hold for a while. You've got some insider ownership, 14%, so that's not bad. Low short interest. It's a low positive beta, so this is going to move slower. It's going to move in the direction of the index, but it's going to move slower, about half, the movement of the index. Solvency is positive, that's good. The solvency is good. So income's positive. Total cash per share, 134, so that's positive. Cash flow from operations is positive. Free cash flow is slightly negative, so that's a little bit of a negative. And they do have some debt showing here. So that's what we can find in Seeking Alpha. It correlates pretty well with what we found in the other tools. So now we'll wrap up in Webull and make our conclusions.
Right now, as of the filming of this video, Webull is offering 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account. Typically they offer 2 or more free stocks, but sometimes they have special promotions, so please check our link to Webull in the description box below. You can also find on the About page or the header of our YouTube channel, BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, and or in the link section at the bottom of the About page, and or in the links section under trading platforms on our home page, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. And again, if you use our affiliate link to Webull, you can currently get 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account, and you can see those stocks can be up to $3,000 upon funding your account. So we hope that all helps.
Okay, if we look at OBCI, Ocean Bio-Chem, and Webull, I'm on the stock screen in Webull. I've got OBCI pulled up. You just search for the symbol and pull up their information. Again, we can see a chart. There's a long-term chart, so we can see it was pretty flat for a long time. Pandemic had a huge spike, came back down, broke down through here, and that's a price target that we drew. We're watching at that price, but you can see it's sitting between this support and pivot level right now. Again, a nice thing we like about Webull is you can just pop up this lower pane, again, get profile information, and we can look at their financials. And I like this graphical view of their financials, although it looks like again, since this is such a low float, unfollowed, that it doesn't have the financials there. We'll see if there's any analysis. Nope. Press releases, it's going to be your standard stuff. Corporate actions, one of the benefits, again, of this screen in Webull is if you want to find the ex-dividend dates for a stock, you can go to the corporate actions and it will show you the dividends when they pay out. Looks like they pay quarterly. You can see how much their dividend has paid and when the ex-dividend date is. So it looks like the last ex-dividend date was March 9th, so we would expect something in early June to be the next ex-dividend date. So plenty of time to get in here before the ex-dividend date. We know it's not optionable, so again, pretty much not a lot of information, additional information here because it is such a low float, not heavily followed stock. So if we look at their chart in lesser time frames in Webull, okay, so again we see this decline, and here on a monthly chart we can see it may be achieving a support line near where we set that price target. So we're kind of watching, is it going to hold that support, is it going to turn up, or is it going to break down further through that support? So that's the question. Again, you can see it's a low float, so it's very choppy, chops up and down. So it's better to kind of zoom out to see the longer term trend. You see the VWAP is a little choppy because of that. So again, in conclusion, all the information is relatively positive for a longer term view on Ocean Bio-Chem, but again, it's declining. It's unclear where is it going to reach a bottom, where is it going to hold support, when it's going to turn up. It looks like it could be a turnaround story. It does pay a dividend, so it's something that you could hold and collect the dividend, but again, it is not optionable, so you can't sell covered calls on it to supplement your dividend. So in conclusion, it looks like this is a good stock to watch for a longer term view. We would like to see it hold support, turn up before we jump in on long OBCI. But again, if you just want to hold it for a longer term, it looks like it's a decent turnaround play. So please let us know what you think. What do you think of Ocean Bio-Chem? Do you have any experience with the company, with any of their products? Positive, negative, pros, cons, etc. We'd love to hear about it in the comments to this video below, in our Discord, in our Facebook group, and via social media. So we hope this all helps. Please let us know. Let us know what other tickers you would like us to do due diligence on. Any additional information you'd like us to dig into for OBCI, etc. And we'd be happy to do what we are able to. So again, we hope this all helps. Good luck and have a great trading day.
The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. We also cordially want to invite you to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, where we can have discussions on all topics related to trading, success in trading, investing, etc. You can see alerts when we make trades, changes to our watch list, etc. So again, please join us in the new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server. You should be able to find a link in the description box below. You could also find a link in the social media category on our webpage, beachbumtrading.com, without the bum without the U, and also in the link section on the About page of our YouTube channel, etc. So again, we look forward to seeing you in the BeachBum Trading Community Discord server soon. Wave and say hello. Thank you again for watching our video. We hope that you liked it. If so, please smash the like button, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel. Please share this video with your fellow traders and friends. And please give us your feedback and any recommendations for improvement in the comments section below. And let us know what else we can do to help you in your trading career. Thank you again, good luck, and have a great trading day. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.